Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the FLL Mind Builders YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to solve different missions during the City Shaper season. So, let's get started. So, guys, as I said before, I'm going to be talking about FLL City Shapers missions for last year's challenge. And this is one of the missions that I'd like to showcase. This is called the crane mission. This crane mission, as you can see at the bottom right here, right around here, this lever was for you to push down. And what happens when you push it down is that it turns the entire crane mission. And for this lever, you have to push it up so it lowers down the blue block to the bottom. That was the objective. So guys, our strategy for this mission was simple. So as you can see, the thread has gone all the way to the bottom for this blue block right here. And once it's hit the bottom, it's gonna go on top of the blue block on the black square. So once these two have joined, use a passive attachment to push both of the blue blocks into a small blue circle next to the crane mission. So this is different angles of the frame that we use to solve this mission. So as you could see, sorry, as you could see, you can see that we use a passive attachment right here, and I've put arrows to show what they do. This passive attachment, as I said before, pushes the two blue blocks into the center, but you can see a white structure at the bottom. That is called the innovative structure. The innovative structure last year was a creative design. There are no instructions, a creative design that each team had to build that represented something apart, not just a part of their project, but represented a part of robot design as well. So that was our innovative structure, and that's how it looked like, and you had to push it in a circle. So we used a second passive attachment to push it in its respective circle that we chose. Next, over here, you see that we have different arms, one right here and another one right here. This arm would push down the first lever, which would turn the entire crane mission. Then this active attachment arm would pull up the second lever so that the thread comes down and the blue blocks are on top of each other. And as I said before, that's when the passive attachment comes into play. So over here, this is our mission strategy. This is what we use to show you how our missions worked. So as you can see, we have our bot here. This bot follows goes all the way here, and it goes up to here. This circle is where we put our innovative structure. So we would move our bot to the innovative structure. And then there are many more corrections that I will show you just in a bit that we used for our mission 4. So this is the code right here. I'll go back to the mission strategy, but this is the code right now, and I'll explain through it. So as you can see, we start off by resetting our gyro. Sorry. So we start off by resetting our gyro sensor. Then then basically with the reset gyro sensor, it resets everything so it goes back to normal. And then as you can see, there's a line moving all the way here that I showed you a couple of videos ago on how this works. And you can see that there's a motor block which moves gear systems, and as you can see, the port is B, and I have comments on the top to make it easier to show you. So what this first block does is it moves this resets the gyro, and at the beginning of our program, we move an arm down so that it doesn't lower the block from the crane too early. So that's what we like to do that sometimes at the beginning of our missions. Then we have this turquoise colored block. This is called a my block. So a my block is basically where you combine blocks of code into one simple block. So these 4 are my blocks, and what this my block does is you can see the speed, degrees in angle. What it does is it goes, turns, pushes the innovative structure into its respective circle. It backs up from the circle. So let's go back here. So that first my block goes to the circle. You can see this arrow comes back from the target circle. Then it uses another. Then it drives the robot toward the crane. Move back toward the crane. And once it does that, it drives to the crane and slides to the right, so it accurately reaches the crane. You can see some correction over there. Then we go put it in a loop, and we find lines in front of the crane to ensure consistency because we used our color sensors and a black line follower mission because color sensors, they detect color on the mat. And as you can see, there are black lines right here that we use to follow and accurately hit going right in front of the crane mission. That's what we use our color sensors for. So then that turns it off, and we do that one more time. Find the white line and we find the black line, and then we turn it off. Next, we go to our second part of the code. This lowers the right arm to the crane for the blue right in front of the blue block. So it goes right here. So what it's doing right now is pushes down this lever right here, which turns the entire crane mission right to where this black circle, a black square blue block is. And then we wait for the block to be stable because once you move it, it's going to be swinging, and we don't want it to swing because then it won't do the mission properly. Then on the side here, we pick up the right arm. So we're doing two things at one time. We pick up the right arm because it's a motor block. So we pick up the right arm so that it doesn't interfere with anything else. And then we pull the other arm so that it lowers down the crane blue block into the second blue block. So then we back up from the crane with this my block, and then while it's doing that, we pick up the left arm so that it doesn't get in the way of anything else. And then we align. So now this is where the arrows part comes in. We align with the blue block. So right now this is where we're at. We're aligning with those blue blocks right here. Then we're just gonna use another my block, and we're gonna turn forward and very slowly so that we can push those two blocks in the blue circle. That's what this does. And then the rest is to drive backwards and come home. There's a lot of angle and correction because we want to accurately come home to get set for our next mission. So once we've pushed it into the blue circle here, turn around and we push all the way back to home base, which is where we started from. And that is the end. That is the end of the video. And that would be it. We've covered everything. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the FLL Mind Builders YouTube channel. And stay tuned for our next video. I will be posting weekly. I did not forget. It's been a long time since I posted the videos, but ever since now I'll be posting videos weekly. And our next topic will be creating a complex robot. So see you then. Bye.